Coming up on today's show, what has Elon Musk ever done for us? What would the world look like without Tesla? And I go out on a limb and suggest it might be a good idea to stop burning stuff. So, what if Tesla didn't exist? I don't even want to imagine this video. Get me to a safe space.
Get to the chopper!
No, come on, you can do this. If Tesla didn't exist, the automotive industry and the broader landscape of electric vehicles would likely be quite different. Let's face it, Tesla's entry into the market spurred competition among automakers to develop their own electric vehicles. No Tesla, no mass market EVs. But swings and roundabouts, you wouldn't have to put up with an insufferable Tesla addict like me, but it does exist, so here I am. It seems obvious that car companies wouldn't have budged an inch further towards electrification if Tesla didn't exist. We may have had some hybrids, sure, but what traditional car company was going to switch to EVs and decimate their own ICE sales? No one. Executives, board members and shareholders simply wouldn't have allowed it. It's the equivalent of willingly destroying your own company, like Bud Light have just done in America. Tesla played a significant role in popularising and accelerating the adoption of electric vehicles. Their innovative designs, long-range capabilities and charging infrastructure investments helped dispel the notion that EVs were impractical or limited in range. Without Tesla's influence, the transition to electric vehicles would have been slower at best, or more probable, non-existent. EV opportunities missed. There was once a time that internal combustion engines were competing against not only steam engines, but electric motor cars too. It was not clear then which propulsion system would take the lead in automotive history. The idea that EVs are somehow new is thoroughly misguided, but any time EV projects did appear, car companies were quick to stamp them out, or in General Motors' case, demand them back and have them crushed, for fear that consumer sentiment might grow and actually prefer a smokeless, silent, quicker, easier, cheaper to run car. Who'd have thought it? EV opportunity accepted. Breaking through the barriers of automotive norms was needed, and only one man was crazy enough to try to tackle that. Elon the disruptor, Elon the dreamer, Elon the techno king. I salute your dancing, Elon. I think you should do it at every opportunity. You're certainly a better dancer than me. Elon Musk's unwavering dream, his core vision for the future electrification of transport and energy, has forced our civilization towards the disruptive change that is needed. And Tesla is the rocket up the backside of car companies that will either force them to evolve into an EV future or blow them into smithereens. And I'm not entirely sure what I'd rather see happen to some of them, to be quite honest. But back to my point, where we are today. There's just no doubt that without Elon Musk, the incredible team around him, and the 70,000 plus Tesla employees who actually make stuff, the EV market wouldn't be anywhere close to where it is today. And where exactly are we along the path to electrifying the world? Well, let's look at some points, shall we? 1 in 6 cars sold globally is now electric. A total of 30 million pure electric cars will be on our roads by the end of 2023 and growing exponentially into the future. Just consider that for a moment. That's the equivalent of removing 30 million engines that won't be chugging around for decades to come, poisoning our air and ourselves. Isn't that lovely? Every credible car manufacturer is moving towards electrification. Those who don't will soon be dead. What a shame. Battery manufacturers have been scrambling to innovate after decades of stagnation, thanks to yet another kick up the backside from Tesla's revolutionary 4680 battery cell design. And with batteries being the key ingredient for storing energy with renewables, it's great news that the battery industry is now exploding, in a good way. The best-selling car on Earth today, not just out of electric cars but all cars, is the Tesla Model Y. Card in the corner if you want to see more on that. But don't go yet, I'm only halfway through my video. In fact, YouTube, why would I want to actively advise people to leave my video halfway through? Isn't that as weird as walking out halfway through your surgery? Stick around, you might survive. Next in where we are today thanks to Tesla is the growing understanding that an electric, sustainable economy is one worth building for the world, as it requires less financial investment to build it than it does to maintain our current fossil fuel economy. And the sooner this happens, the sooner we will stop filling our atmosphere with irreversible damage. Over 90% of CO2 emissions comes from burning fossil fuels. We are conducting an insane experiment by filling up our atmosphere with pollution and increasing the overall temperature on Earth. Oh, and on top of that, the insanity of deforestation. Removing nature's air filters, the trees. We really are a mostly stupid species, aren't we? Continuing to burn stuff only creates negative consequences. There is a better alternative, is all I'm saying. And lastly, we've also got a company with a sense of humour for the first time, selling products like Tesla short shorts to poke fun and taunt Tesla short sellers, who, if you didn't know, actively bet against Tesla on the stock market and hope that they fail. Imagine being that sick and twisted, so full of self-hatred, that you'd rather a company clearly doing the most to improve our future would fail. Ugh. Let's look at...
What have the Romans ever done for us?
No, let's look at what's Elon Musk ever done for us. Yeah, well, apart from creating PayPal, the 4 safest cars ever tested, the global supercharger network, solar roofs, battery storage solutions, inspired a generation by putting a Tesla into space, boring tunnels underground to alleviate traffic, plus sending thousands of satellites into orbit to give the world access to the internet, including Ukraine at war, donated hundreds of millions of dollars to charities, paid the largest tax bill in American history, is working on Neuralink to fix neurological problems and paralysis victims, building reusable autonomous rockets which will one day back up our 350,000-year-old species to Mars. Oh, and is creating a robot army capable of destroying us all. Building Tesla bots to help mankind. And he bought Twitter, which might well be the only social media platform where truth and free speech can actually exist. Apart from that, what has Elon Musk ever done for us?
Brought peace? Oh, peace! Shut up!
I don't know, just sounds like a normal average bloke to me. Besides Elon then, what has Tesla ever done to help other automakers? But before we go there, please do like and subscribe to help my little channel grow to reach more victims. People. Here's a recent tweet from Elon. Tesla aspires to be as helpful as possible to other car companies. We made all our patents freely available several years ago. Now we are enabling other companies to use our supercharger network. Also happy to license autopilot, full self-driving, or other Tesla technology. Now, when you are the world leaders of an industry, you could choose to help the competition survive, but this is certainly not normal practice for a company to do so. But as Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, it cannot do it alone. So speeding up the process by helping other companies survive is not only the most moral thing to do, but also totally necessary to switch the world to an electric economy with the urgency required. Then there's Elon's history of warnings to other companies. Back in 2021, the previous CEO of Volkswagen, Herbert Diess, invited Elon Musk to talk on stage in front of no less than 200 Volkswagen executives, a conversation which appeared to fall on 400 deaf ears and possibly cost Herbert Diess his job. But what an opportunity missed, as Elon no doubt uncomfortably explained the urgency required to switch to EVs and away from fossil fuels as fast as possible, to become vertically integrated, to build your own software as well as hardware. Talk about leading a horse to water. All I can say at this point is good luck, Volkswagen. Sort of. I don't think I'll ever forgive you for Dieselgate, to be honest. Elon and Tesla have been offering to help other companies for years. If only other CEOs had paid attention to what Tesla was up to, bothered looking at Tesla's patents, or tearing down a Tesla a little sooner to see exactly how far ahead they were with groundbreaking components, manufacturing techniques, features and functionality. Us Tesla addicts have been watching this for years and known perfectly well the enormous advantages Tesla has over the rest of the industry. My surprise is just utter bafflement when other companies just don't see it and are not acting with enough urgency to save themselves from bankruptcy. Tesla is and will continue to dominate the automotive industry and yank it forward like an utter yanker. There's a new word. And to those companies like Ford, Toyota, Volvo and others who openly now admit Tesla's multi-year lead advantage, Tesla can and will help by opening its charging network to you, licensing its autopilot, full self-driving or other Tesla technology to you. Who knows, you might be able to just license the entire skateboard platform, battery pack and software to run it all. And just pop a shell on it, slap your badge on it and Bob's your uncle. The olive branch is there. Reach out and grab an olive, for goodness sake. No Tesla? Business as usual. Without the great big kick up the bum from Tesla, other car manufacturers would have continued business as normal. A new pretty light here, a little facelift over there, maybe a new cup holder. There's no way that an incumbent legacy automaker would have sabotaged its own ICE business by producing EVs instead. It took Elon's gigantic balls to smash through the stale, unimaginative, downright boring car market to get to where we are today. An explosive offering of exciting EVs, something for everyone from bonkers off-roaders to funky hot hatches. There has never been a more disruptive, powerful shake-up in the car industry than right now. And for me, as someone who's always loved cars, the future and general disruption of the positive kind, I just love watching this real-life drama of Tesla and the broader EV car market unfold. It's exciting, isn't it? And if you don't think so, why are you here? I'm reminded of Richard Dawkins, who once said,
"Science is interesting, and if you don't agree, you can f*** off."
Well, Tesla is interesting, and if you don't think so, f*** fill in the blank. So if Tesla didn't exist, where would we be today? Somewhere far more boring and uninspiring, somewhere less hopeful, with no strategy to getting off fossil fuels with the urgency necessary. Our world would continue to get at best a little warmer and more polluted, and at worst become inhabitable for future generations. Life on Earth is at stake, and Elon and Tesla are working on the cure, which leaves me rather thankful that they do exist. Subscribe here to Tesla Jigsaw and let's continue to put the pieces together. Oh, so cheesy, I'm so sorry. Just leave me a like and subscribe and I'll leave you alone. I've made quite a few of these strange videos for you to peruse, so feel free to take a look. Now is the time, click away. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below, and you can talk to me on Twitter at Tesla Jigsaw. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw, thanks so much for watching.